Hey, Devonte, hope you're doing well, and thank you for speaking with us. Obviously, a crazy year. I think that's been stated a number of times. Just what were your overall assessments of the season? I know you took on a much different role than you had last year individually, and then kind of as a whole team-wise, where do you guys feel like you made the biggest strides this season?
Uh, Season obviously ups and downs, uh, dealing with injuries, but for the most part, I feel like a lot of growth from everybody, from top to bottom. Play hard. Um, we had great flashes, great games, and defensively great flashes. So we just got to figure out how to put it all together at the end of the day. Um, but it was a great season. Fun to be around everybody. Can't take that away from the season and the way it ended, but it just wasn't the result.
Thank you.
Rick?
Devonte, what are your thoughts about going into free agency? What's the priority to you?
Uh, I mean, just my first time in it. I really haven't sat down and really wrapped my mind around it, to be honest, because all this just happened kind of fast and abruptly. But I mean, it is. We just got to figure out where I'm gonna be. If I'm gonna be here or whatever the case may be. So I'm not too sure. I haven't thought too much about it.
How do you think you fit on a Hornets roster that now includes LaMelo as far as getting the best out of you?
I mean, I feel like I fit pretty fine. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has a role on the team, and you just got to go out and maximize. Bring what you bring to the table, and I mean, whatever role that is that I have to play is. I've said that before. To play that role, so can maximize it. I can get the most out of whatever role it is.
Thank you.
Will?
Kind of dovetailing off that, Devonte, JB made very specific mention about how you took on a very difficult to ask for role and going back to the bench. How much would being a starter mean to you in wherever your next destination is, whether it's here or elsewhere? Would you be willing to take a reserve role here or elsewhere in your next step in this process?
I mean, yeah. I mean, man, at the end of the day, like whoever, people who know me know I'm not a big ego, oh, I gotta be starring, oh, this and that. Because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm gonna be on the court, playing meaningful minutes, regardless, and helping the team. So I don't let my ego or my pride get aside. It's all about, at the end of the day, winning.
Richard?
Richard Walker, CarolinaSportsHub.com. Devonte, as you look back on the season, I know it's only one day since it ended. What are your thoughts, and did you meet the expectations you had? Because I've heard your other teammates say that y'all felt pretty confident you could get into the postseason, even as many people, particularly odds makers when the year started, didn't think you could.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we from the outside world, everybody saying we weren't going to do this, weren't going to do that, but like I always say, it's all about what's inside the walls. Our team and our coaching staffs, and especially when everybody was healthy, we had a different mindset, and then what people were saying outside. We wasn't worried about none of that. Still aren't, but I feel like we had a solid season. Obviously, things we got to get better at. But obviously being healthy would have helped all of that as well.
Rod?
Hey, Devonte, individually for you, what do you feel you have to improve in your game this offseason? The last couple of years, you worked on something as a floater 1 year. 1 year was your distance from your jump shot. What do you want to improve most this offseason to kind of help you get to where you want to get to next season?
My body. I think I was telling, my weight trainer, my training staff and the doctors and stuff, like just making sure, I stay healthy. I think that's one of the best things, the most underrated thing. You can do all the skill work and stuff you want to, but if you're not healthy, you can't produce. So whether it's little things like working on my feet, working on strengthening my toes, so that my feet are stronger and it's taking less pressure off my knees and my hips and all of that stuff that people don't really think about. I need to focus on that a lot more.
And then you guys, Miles mentioned earlier about this summer and workouts, and mentioned you as one person doesn't, you guys like to work out a lot. Basically, you, LaMelo. How do you guys, I guess, get together this offseason to kind of make sure that if you do come back, that you kind of working together to kind of get yourselves back to where you want to be next season?
Same thing we do, every summer. We work out here. Obviously, last summer we was playing against each other, playing one-on-ones, and trying to get in the gym as much as possible due to COVID. But whether we take trips and go work out in Miami like we did as a team, we're gonna find ways to get in the gym just because that's just all we know and all we do. So not really too worried about, us putting the work in because that's all we really know.